Hey everybody, it's Val down there. I'm here. This is now Tuesday, um, March. I'm pretty sure it's March 4th. On this day, in this video, we are setting up to put our rebar up. You can see me. I'm there at the beginning. It's just me, Boston, and Jordan this day. It's actually gonna be just Jordan, and Boston for the most part. I have rock being delivered all day. And so I have to go and get on our box scraper and then get it all spread out. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this video. It's a long video. Please watch. It's very informative. If you're working for L&M and I'm using this as an instructional video, really see just putting plastic out. And again, we put the plastic out because of the water problems, and that way when we're pouring, it's only for when we pour concrete. The concrete doesn't just go everywhere, right? We do have footing forms on the inside, but on the outside we bank pour it. So on the inside, so in this case, so even though the groundwater keeps going into our footing, as the concrete goes into the plastic, it will push all the water out, and then we can pour, obviously pour it, and it won't go nowhere, and it'll be stronger than ever, right? So that's the whole idea behind it. Again, so we're setting rebar. Our verts are every 4 feet. Number 4 every 4 feet. Our horizontals are every 1 foot, going up on our stem wall. The bottoms of the tails are they one goes this way and then one goes the opposite way. So other than that, and then we have our. So something just happened. I got prompted on my phone, unfortunately. So hopefully this works. Anyways, I'm not going to go back over the first part. So again, like I was saying, this 5/8 anchor bolts every 4 feet. We have a couple 7/8s for the SSTBs. We have 2 of those in the back of the house, and we also have like 14. I think it's 14 wet set. Those anchors. I don't know what they're called. We usually use them for strong walls. They're escaping my anyways, but I'll probably show you guys a picture. That's the next day that we actually install this thing. So anyways, I'm like I said, I'm not gonna say a whole lot. I'm just gonna let you know. So we actually got all our steel in today, and then we might even start to double up, but I think we did start to double up actually later in the video. So what I would have done is I would have actually started cutting all my. Okay, so today, if you do work for L&M, and this is something that I'm going over with you guys previous to going out to the job site because I can't be there. At this point, Boston, right? At this point, if I had an extra guy while I was setting steel, I'd actually have that guy go and start cutting us some spreader cleats, right? So that would be our size of our forms, and then plus our width of our stem wall, which in this case is 6 inches. So it'd be 6 plus the 4 1/4 plus 4 1/4, 8.5. So it'd be 14, 14.5, right? 14.5 inches. And then, so that way we can put those, and I like to start with my spreader cleats for my layout. So I'll actually pull my layout from our datum point. Our datum point in this case is off to the back left. So I'll start my layout there for all our studs. So that way, for the most part, we won't hit nothing with our studs, won't land on our anchor bolts, which I've had lead guys in the past work for us that said they knew what to do and how to lay out, and wouldn't take 5 minutes of their day to do this. So anyways, I'm asking you to. I did it. So our spreader cleats will go there first. So I'll just go around and then I double up later, right? So once I'm like there, I'm like, okay, cool, I'll start doubling up. Like some of the spots I like to double up is where there's a joint. Even though we have a turnbuckle and it's strong backed and all that stuff there, I'll actually put a spreader cleat across the top of it. It'll make it a lot better. But anyways, I have a guy that does that. So once we start setting steel, as a lead guy, usually I will go back and start cutting all those and start setting them. So I probably come and go right now. I'm on the tractor too, so I'm doing wearing a couple different hats on this job. So I'll come back and I'll just start cutting a bunch of 14.5, if I think that's what it was, is 14.5 inches. So I'll cut, I don't remember, 50 or 60 of them, whatever it was, and then more stakes for the inside. So I'll just do that myself. I'll let the other guys kind of do all the other things, and lap all the corners. You got to make sure before you tie the steel from one end to the other that you have at least 3 inches, right? Because you want the steel in the center of the stem wall. God, there's a lot to it. Unfortunately, there's a lot to it. So I would love to go over all this stuff with anybody that wanted to learn. Really, that's the case. So that's really the whole thing with the foundation. But I'm actually going to go on this one. That's good enough for this one. And on the last one, I'll talk a little bit more. But again, I'm Val with LNM. Thanks. Bye.